After the season kicked off in Donington Park, we return to Brands Hatch Indy. Welcome to weekend number 2 of 10 for the British Touring Car Championship. Then on the 29th of May, it's round 3 at Thruxton. On the 12th of June, we go to Alton Park. 26th of June, we go to Croft. And then on the 31st of July, it's Scotland for Knock Hill. The 13th and 14th of August, in the middle of the summer, takes us to Snetterton. On the 28th of August, we go to Thruxton once again. Then on the 25th of September, we go to Silverstone on the National Circuit. The season rounds out again at Brands Hatch on the 9th of October. This here, though, at Brands Hatch Indy, is rounds 4, 5 and 6 of the 2022 Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship. Hello everybody and welcome to round 5 of the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship here at Brands Hatch. Now we are delayed coverage for you as well. The cars are just lining up on the grid, and to take us through the grid is Josh Place. Josh.
Yeah, Josh took pole of row 1, Tom Ingram alongside row 2, Camis and Hill, 3, Turkington Morgan, 4, Butts of Shedden, 5, Sutton Rowbottom, 6, Hand Crees, 7, Chilton Gamble, 8, Lloyd Thompson, 9, Plato Edwards, 10, Butel Jelly, 11, Alan Taylor Smith,
Yeah.
and Moffat. Row 12 sees Jackson and Osborne. Row 13 Patterson and Collard. Row 14 Hamilton and Parfitt, and finally Will Powell on the 15th row.
Thanks, Josh. Turn your mic down a little bit because you're popping a bit, but you're fine otherwise. Cheers for that. So, here we go then. Now, a reminder, all the cars are starting on the wet tyres. The timings are all loaded up as well. And alongside, we've got the driver tracker ready from lap 2. So this is a full-on watch-along. You can sync up when the lights go out. We'll tell you when the lights are on, and we'll tell you when the lights are out as well. And the lap counter should help you do it. It's a 24-lap race. Cook on pole position. He's on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side as well. Will then be Tom Ingram. Red lights are on, and when they go out, round 5 is underway. Good start from Ingram, and it's a bad start once again from Dan Camish. Colin Turkington makes a move on the inside, trying to go for second position as Ingram battles him. It's Jake Hill, who's made a storming start up into second position once again as Ingram goes wide. Hill defends the inside line, and already, Josh, looks like there's a separation between the field. The top 8 all battling together as Hill gets a big slide coming out of Druids.
Yeah, indeed. 2 wide. Trying to go 3 wide. Through Graham Hill Bend.
Fantastic. This race, it just keeps on giving with the excitement. As into the braking zone, Ingram's a bit under pressure as they come through Surtees. Butcher's on the inside line as well, nearly getting a tap, and Ingram's in the grass. Ingram's in the grass almost. That's unbelievable. And Butcher on the wet tyres. Remember in race 1, Josh, on the dries, he was unstoppable. On the wets, he looks just fantastic.
Yeah, indeed. Here comes Butts side by side with Ingram. Down the front straight, the Brabham straight. Dog, please do not...
Oh, there's debris everywhere. Debris everywhere into the braking zone for turn number 1. Few of them just getting back into position. It's Ingram. Oh, that's Butcher. Butcher touches the grass. Butcher touches the grass, and Cook defends the inside line. Hill second. Ingram on the inside line. Butcher trying around the outside line as well, and seriously, throat going as well. But it's heart palpitating stuff, isn't it, here?
Yeah, indeed. Here we go. Just 1 wide. Just go in. One of the Napa racing, I believe. That is Camis.
Yeah, Camis down in P6. As things like, look at Bobby Thompson up 6 places from where he started. He's up to P10. So is Jelly and Taylor Smith. Collard up 8. As Cook defending the lead away from Jake Hill as well. Just been trying to hold that inside line, and it was a lot of battling between them as they come across the line then to start lap 3, and Cook defending that lead, and Butcher going for 3rd on Ingram, Josh.
Yeah, indeed. Round the outside, the little twitch from Jake Hill. Jake Hill trying to go up the inside into Druids, but not close enough. But Ingram going around the outside of Butcher around Druids. Can he make it?
Butcher goes. Butcher takes 3rd. Butcher takes 3rd. Ingram can't get through. Camish now in 6th position. I think he's past Turkington, if the timing screens are correct. We're not seeing everything quite as clearly at the moment, which is very difficult to understand exactly who's doing what times where. But there's a
Apparently,
lot of debris.
Rowbottom, Hand, Moffat, and Patterson are all in pits. Are they pitting for slicks?
They are. They're all in the pit lane, and they're coming in as well. So pit on lap 3 of 24. They would have pit on the previous lap time. So if the track is drying out, as Jake Hill looks to the inside, there is literally shards of carbon fibre everywhere. It's also, by the way, the first time a race of any kind has been on ITV since Formula E in London. So if you're watching on ITV, you're in for a real treat here for Motorsport on the main channel. As, again, Cook and Hill still doing battle. I think you're right, Josh. They're changing over to slick tyres. Yep, Rowbottom, Hand, Moffat, Patterson. You can see them all highlighted. They're on dries.
Yeah, indeed. Just keep an eye on them. They should be going to the hard tyre due to it being 20 laps.
20 laps on there, so it would be hard. Can't, yeah. Oh, dive bomb. Camish gets a little bit on. Oh, that's Sutton. Sutton got unsettled. And
Look at all the
Turkington.
debris.
Debris everywhere. As Shedden looks to the inside line. Turkington rubbing with Sutton. Shedden's taking the 3 abreast. Shedden's on the grass by Turkington. Unbelievable. And the touring cars is not something to commentate on when you've hardly got a voice left as they come through. And this is fantastic racing, Josh.
Yeah, indeed. Just it's
Off!
Sutton in the gravel.
Sutton takes to the gravel. Continue with what you're saying.
Yeah, for Sutton in the gravel. Windscreen wipers. What's that battle in the back? That's Sutton in that pack with Gamble, Lloyd.
Yeah, Lloyd
Shedden,
in there,
Turkington.
Chilton, Plato, yeah. All that lot at the back, and more carbon fibre getting spread around the track. It really is getting quite mucky out there. And look at that, Cook is not accelerating at all. Around Clearways and Clark Curve, he's getting a big old whack from Jake Hill, trying to keep on the accelerator as they head up now towards the Brabham Straight, towards Paddock Hill Bend once again. The Soother is working overtime. Big lunge from Butcher. Butcher on the inside line and takes the second position. And Hill's going to try and fight back as well. He's on the grass on the inside into Druids. And Hill takes the position. Butcher gets forced out. Camish might take the pair of them and does so. Camish sends it up the inside. Hill has the inside coming to Graham Hill and deflects back. Camish can't find a way through. What a brilliant couple of corners, but bad for Rory Butcher, Josh.
Yeah, indeed. Just note, Joss, the Janetta GT4 has been red flagged and
Oh,
checkered.
brill. That's great news for us, because that means race 3, which we're doing live,
Yeah,
is
here's a replay
delayed.
of the start, Joss.
Take us through it, Josh.
Yeah, very slow off the start. I believe that was
Oh!
Crease. There was a spinner. 2 teammates hitting each other.
Crease hit the wall and there was a multi-car pileup. We never saw that live, and that's where all the debris came from on the opening lap. So that's why Crease was in, Rowbottom, Hand and Patterson in the pits. Crease was involved and he's dropped to 17th place now. So there was a multi-car pileup at the back. Never spotted that before.
So does that mean Moffat, Rowbottom, Hand and Patterson have retired, maybe?
They have retired. Yeah, they haven't changed the slicks as we thought they might have done to be brave, like what Butcher did.
Moffat has come back out, but it's 3 laps down.
So,
Still on wets.
Oh, so there's still, it doesn't look wet enough for wets. That's the thing. It's like that greasy slip-over period. I reckon they could all do what Butcher did this morning. We're not seeing anyone losing it. They're just taking aggressive lines. And the wet tyres and the grooves slide you around a lot more anyway.
Yeah, indeed. Ash Sutton on Daniel Lloyd with the hybrid. Here's Hill looking around the outside into Paddock Hill Bend, bit on the grass on the apex, but not close enough.
Oh, thinks about it into Druids. Cook shuts the door and locks it hard as well. And Cook has yet to use any of his 9 laps of hybrid power that he has available to him. Hill has used 2 of the 15 he has. So there's a lot more still left to incumbent through this as well as they come through. And there's more rain, there's more spray around than anything else as we look from the Goodyear blimp. And did you send me? You sent me a photo, by the way, didn't you, about the Goodyear blimp just going round and around and around and around all day?
Yeah. So if you look on the flight radar and click on the blimp, there is literally a massive orange circle that is like surrounding the whole of the Grand Prix and Indy circuit. And talking about the Grand Prix circuit, what have I got here?
That's the Grand Prix circuit.
Yeah, so basically, can't really see it, but instead of going up, it's
Shuts
over
off a
here.
little bit. Yeah, that's where we are. It just cuts off a
Yeah.
little bit at the last corner. As they come through, after Surtees, it takes the Indy circuit. This is actually the original circuit. Of course, the Indy circuit came first.
Yeah.
And it was built back in the 1920s. And it was a dirt track originally, and then a motocross track. And then it became tarmac, and then the Grand Prix circuit was added, and then it hosted F1. It's strange to think, actually, that the start-finish straight and the overall width of brands has never actually changed, and this place held F1 until 1985. It's quite strange
Hang on a minute,
to think
Crease
it.
is in the pit, sorry, Joss.
Oh, yeah, good spot. So Crease pits, and he was involved in that crash at the start, so what would you do, Josh? Would you put slicks on and just say, let's gamble it? Let's just go for a gamble. It might pay off, it might not pay off.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see if George Gamble does any gambling and goes on slicks.
I like what you did there. I hope he does. Although they've still got the wipers on. And the wet tyres is providing a dry line, but we're almost halfway through this race, actually. So it does go quite quick,
Yeah.
a touring car.
Yeah, indeed. It's only a further lapping at 53/54 seconds, and Moffat has actually got the fastest lap, a 53.609. And the reason most of the cars have got their windscreen wipers on is that it's either raining or they're trying to get rid of the little spray that there is.
And when it also brings up all the dirt, doesn't it, that spray? It's
Yeah.
not just water. It brings up all the sand and the dust and everything around the track, the mud as well. It's horrible as well. And it's harder for motorcycle riders as well around this track compared to anything else. That's Rob Collard, Rob Collard.
Bikes.
British, yes, there you go. That's I called him by his dad's name there. It's Ricky Collard, who came through on the inside there. Of course, the son of Rob Collard, ex-touring car driver, who had a frightening crash at Silverstone in 2015. Barrel rolled it as well. Big one. I thought it was a very dangerous one, that one. It might not have been 2015 actually. It might have been 2014. That is a move. That's Camish being passed by Butcher out of the last corner at Clark Curve. So Butcher up into third position across the line. Let's see for it to confirm. Yes, Butcher ahead of Camish.
Yeah, I think Crease has pulled into a tyre.
Oh, no.
As Crease is 4 laps down.
That's a heartbreak. That's not fair. That is an absolute heartbreak there. I would have preferred it if he stayed out there but he did hit the barriers with such force, didn't he? It was a proper whack.
That was a big hit.
Yeah.
Crease was 12th, so it was
Oh!
around... Butcher
Butcher
is
wide.
going wide.
And he's allowed Camish back through. So Butcher going wide has let Camish back into third position. Is it really dry? Is it really wet? Is it not dry? It looks dry to me. What about you, Josh?
No, I don't know. There's a couple of rain spots still on the camera, but that might be old rain spots and not being...
Yeah. Although there are brollies up still in the grandstands. Oh,
Yeah.
what's happening here? It's Derby. As Sutton's on the
It's
inside.
Turkington versus Camis, and...
No, it's Sutton for ninth. Sutton's on the inside. And he's taken hybrid power as well. You saw the side flashing.
Yeah, indeed. And then just behind that, Plato and Thompson is battling it out. Here we go on
Chilton.
board, and Jelly and Chilton as well. So this is for 13th and 14th. So there's battles up front and down back.
It's everywhere. You can't not escape it. Who's that running wide? It's Sutton again. Sutton runs wide.
Sutton, that's the second time he's run wide at Graham Hill, and he's gone into the gravel a little bit at Paddock Hill.
And Jelly was looking for a way through on the inside. There's loads. I hope they sweep the track after this one because this is ridiculous. And you've already said that the Ginettas have been red flagged in their race going on live on ITV right now. The third race is live soon.
Due to a
Well, you're keeping an eye
car
on it.
going off at Clearways.
Let us know if that race restarts because it's always handy.
No, it's been red and checkered.
Ah, damn. So they're going to keep it on for... Yeah.
There was only 3 minutes left.
We've got another 10 to go here, so that takes us to 03. Okay, that's not bad. Well, we still will be live for race 3 of the day as Jelly looks at the inside of Jason Plato and bangs the right-hand side door as well. Desperately trying to find a way through Stephen Jelly. He doesn't want to push through, although he is wiggling a little bit there. But for a Jelly, I'm not surprised.
It looks like they've had a new timetable published, which has pushed the touring cars back to 4:15.
4:15.
Yeah.
Nice. We'll be fine then. Oh, Jelly with a big kick of oversteer. He's been pushed by Jade Edwards. Jade Edwards is getting her elbows out and is passed to Stephen Jelly, who's got on the aquaplaning part of the track and lost the rear. And did she get through? Oh, no, she didn't. Jelly got through. As Ollie Jackson looking to the inside of Jade Edwards now into Paddock Hill Bend. Jackson's going to force his way through. Nice clean move, actually. Jade's on older tyres, though, and was involved in that opening lap contact.
Yeah,
and,
still going up into Druids, and
yeah, makes the move.
Has completed it at Druids. Round the outside of Druids, and didn't even complete the move until halfway around Druids.
It was a long run, wasn't it? Such a long run and long grab, which I'm liking to see. As we're on lap 16 now of 24, which means we haven't got that long left in the race, actually. With it all. We've done 13 minutes and 42 seconds. You see, it flies by, these races. We are live for the third and final race of the day, by the way. That will be coming up at 4:15, as Josh has just said, with all these red flags shifting everything. I suppose there's a quick time for a pit stop at this rate, isn't it? To pop out the box, get a new drink, and then come back in. And Nick Homewood will be joining us as well for the third and final race. As they keep on battling as well. I'm surprising Nick hasn't popped in already, to be fair, because we're in the commentary box on the channel. As this is the battle for the lead then. Cook versus Hill. 3/10 was the gap. It's less than that now as they come out of Clearways and Clark Curve. And Cook has only used his hybrid power for 1 of the 9 laps. Now 2 of the 9 laps he's allowed to. Hill has used 6 out of 15. But
it would be so funny if Nick came in and was like, "Oh, have I missed the first 17 laps of race 3?"
He's got another 8 laps, isn't he, Hill, to use. I'm trying to work it out. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 9. So Hill's got 9 more laps to use of that with not that long to go. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, he's got 8 to go. So he could use 1 every lap now.
Is that going wide?
Jelly.
That was Jelly going wide into McLaren's and Clearways.
And Hill is using look, he's using hybrid power. He can use 15 seconds now every single lap.
But so is Cook. Cook is also using hybrid. Hill isn't using hybrid anymore, and Hill is just too far. And last lap, Cook did a 54.116, and Hill did a lap time which was 0.127.
Oh, and Hill's trying to go around the outside of Druids and gets a wheel bashing from Josh Cook. That move was never on. Absolutely was never on at all for that one. So they've got to try harder. Must try harder. Is my motto for them, as they're both using their hybrid power attack stuff as well. As they enter Surtees and Clearways. My voice is fine now, unless I take a sip of my drink and swallow it, because then it feels like I'm swallowing a knife. So I've got to let it go red raw before having another soother. This is the move. Josh, talk us through it.
Yeah, Hill trying to go out the outside, a little bit of wheel banging, and just didn't work.
Yeah, it was absolutely done.
Just focusing on the timing screen, see if anyone is going to pit for slicks.
So a few people are dropping down, but they're all still out in the wets. And who's going to take that advantage? Who's going to come in to pit for the slick tyres? 5 laps to go. Is there an advantage? I'd say yes. Yeah. Because the track isn't that wet. I think we're seeing more sliding on the wet tyres than we would do on the dry tyres, if that makes sense.
Yeah, indeed. Track conditions is apparently damp, but it's cloudy, so only a little rainfall.
air temperature 15.4 degrees, track temperature 17.3. So that's easily good enough for the tyres, the mediums and the hards. Easily good enough for those compounds, the dries to go on there and get some lap times in. Shedden is defending hard on the inside, and I thought he was coming into the pits there. It looked like he was going to dive in, but he's defending from Dan Lloyd in the 1-2-3 car. As Dan Camish, fastest lap now. Ingram, fastest lap, 53.575 as it flashes up on the TV pictures up here in the commentary boxes. And 20-24, nice run. I hope race 3 is going to be a bit more exciting. Race 2 has had its moments, but it hasn't been like cutthroat, has it? It's been a bit subdued almost, race 2.
Yeah, race 1 was just a bit everyone sliding all over the place due to the wet conditions. And Butts are doing a very good drive, going up to 7th, I believe it was.
In the end, yeah, only because he made a mistake on that last lap, didn't he? He would have been 3rd if it wasn't for that error.
Yeah.
Which is a disappointment, as Nick Homewood, I'm sure, will point out when he gets into the comms box for race 3, which is coming up in around about 15 minutes' time. So stay with us as soon as we've finished here for race 2. It's been non-stop all day. I'm surprised my voice has actually held up, to be fair, throughout it all. From British Touring Car race 1 all the way to race 3, it's been non-stop commentating. So not bad at all. And everything got sorted.
Jake Hill looking up the inside of Graham Hill, but it's just too far. Having a look, are they going to use their hybrid? Yes, they are.
Yep.
Cook and Hill both on hybrid. Going up to 30s and McLaren.
Oh, and a little bit more. Look at that. He's gone for it. He touches the back. Hill took the tighter line and touches the back of Cook.
Yeah. Hill getting ready to make a move. Could it be a last lap move, Joss?
Could be. I think it'll have to be. Unless he's got the run into Paddock Hill. Looks to the inside line. Cook defends it. Hill can't get through. I reckon this will be a last lapper, you know. Which I'm also sad that no one came in to change slicks. It would have been a good opportunity to get the lap back and get up the field. But look at this. Camish has joined the fight. So it's a 3-way fight for the lead of the round 5 of the touring car season. We've got 25 races left after this one. How on earth are we going to cope with all the action that we've been given? Race 3 of the day, round 6, coming up in 14 minutes time. 14 minutes time. So join us for that here on YouTube. We'll be live straight after with the 3rd and final race. As Hill closing in again now, and Camish too. And they're all now within about 0.2 of a second as they hurtle down. They're all using their hybrid power as well. It's going to be who's going to be bold enough to make a move. Penultimate lap. We can't see anything from the Goodyear blip. We emerge from it, and we expect to see them in different positions. Hill locks the rear axle through Paddock Hill Bend. Camish with the front wheel drive Ford stays the inside line. The rear wheel BMW looks to the inside line, mates on the brakes, goes a bit too deep and spins out. No! Happens again. Jake Hill spins at Druids and loses several positions. And now it's Cook versus Camish to win with a last lap showdown, Josh. What a heartbreak.
Yeah, indeed. Just looking, Hill nearly collected 2 cars.
Who was it? Sutton and Ingram.
Sutton Ingram.
Sutton
they
3rd.
Were battling out side by side.
Oh, Sutton 4th, sorry, as well. So now it's last lap the call, and Camish has got a full lap. So has Cook. They've timed it to perfection. 6 cents the gap. Lap cars in the way. Cook goes defensive into Paddock Hill Bend.
But Cook is out of hybrid.
Cook is out of hybrid. He's used it all. It's all Camish. Camish can use hybrid. This is going to be very hard to defend, Josh, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed. Could go down Graham. The back straight.
Yeah, it's Graham Hill Bend. Cooper straight coming up. Oh, Camish is a little bit too far back. This is going to be across the line, isn't it? This is going to be across the line. And Camish is on it.
Using hybrid.
Who's going to win?
Close the gap.
Can't find it.
Look going up to Clearways and McLaren.
And out of the last corner, Cook's got the inside line. Camish is pushing in there and he's on the push to pass. They're side by side out of the last corner. But I think it's going to be Cook who defends the position. Josh Cook, back-to-back race wins here at Brands Hatch. Dan Camish in 2nd by 0.165. Butcher is 3rd. 4th for Sutton as well across the line. Josh, take us to the rest.
Yeah, there we go, everyone across the line.
Ingram 5th. Shedden
Yep,
6th.
Shetton 6th, Hill 7th, Lloyd 8th, Gamble 9th, Turkington 10th, Thompson 11th, 12th, Chilton 13th, Plato, Jackson in 14th, Edwards in 15th, Taylor Smith 16th, 17th was looking over to my other monitor, Collard 18th, Jelly, and Jack Butel in 19th with Osborne in 20th, Nick Hamilton in 21st, Nick Parfitt in 22nd, 23rd, Powell, 24th, Moffat, and retired Crees, Rowbottom, Hand, and Patterson.
So, I'll tell you what, Josh, it's double wins for Josh Cook. He's not going to be on pole for race 3, but you have got the person who's on pole for race 3 because you've got the grid. So, who's on reverse grid pole?
Yeah, a certain Zach Brown popped into the box to draw the reverse grid, and he pulled the number 12. So it's a max reverse
Stephen
with
Jelly.
Tom Chilton on pole, with Bobby Thompson alongside him, and Josh Cook back in 12th.
Oh, game, set, and match. This is going to be a brilliant race, and this is what happened to Jake Hill, Josh.
Yeah, indeed, just gets sandwiched in between Cook and Camis and just gets spun round.
Just an unfortunate situation there. Okay, has the car passed scrutineering? Yes, it has.
Yep.
So Josh Cook, for the second race today, wins the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship Round 5. We're going to go off air, and we'll be back in 10 minutes' time for the next race here for the British Touring Cars. Thanks, Josh. We'll see you later. Bye for now.